Kwa ba de ba go kan see so ena no pa bibia de din na te say emredu say ye de agudie mu nsem ebro na so timi hwe na wo hye ne so aseda kese nkoma akusi asafo akentimpo asare akoto oman ne kwabda santina fe ye prophet Alex now J-Fast Cyber Center Daroma or the J-Fast Mishaba ama ye de ba be bradwuma eye usisi ebe siesie no usisi yo ya se dem sie eye usisi wuntimi nye J-Fast na ama me de mu aye den na fe watim de apem J-Fast pa now oba men kan chu bia what men kan chu bia da chu de betwa ampoa eye white enti die o ka che hwan o de ne J-Fast Mr konom ebe sanfo betwa ma clean sweet there ama dia bodwuma Friday wo shase entempa nka Friday we siesie ho ne ho fefe for friends wo mra ontimi ma onim se asem wo ho enka ncho bia ne ma je wo je fo na ma J-Fast Mr now low spend count be man kra ma fie wa ware ontimi ma ye ntonyo fro daddy low spend count J-Fast Mr tu ase entempa na gono any syphilis ketwa tu ase entempa nti ampo mempese meka Nemo, what chinchina kunya abawo when ya syphilis and agono a pa and temper J-Fast Mr. Pebi nanom never ball ho ban never bodjuma be ma me say ama okra no na nya 1 hour na be ma nya 1 hour untimi fanya de wori baby a J-Fast na ma sa amode na piemu awo owasa bibido fie takwa Men's Enterprise and what takra de saso na J-Fast Cyber Center Brepa Junction Kumasi Colonel Fedmes KO nyina Kumasi na faking so ka ba shop e won kra okanchi dwalenti J-Fast Mr yes de papa J-Fast Mr me man say let them come e man so se de J-Fast Mr men kan chobia papa o madam man de agokansi ebro ene ye de nsem ni bi ebe free ora ayarga ho what the sports conference be ba be church be cheche match now eno commission of inquiry Brazil 2014 same PPO ko cha kwasi apia o si KPB ne de yi 7 apia eso de nsem ni bi tuja fata odada de be na ato no ye be hwe osepa ma on under 17 games one betimi e de ashes we ni nsem awdo aka na na pa ye de bro wa go kensi so medin Eddie Adam AJ 20 Adams the first man the producer Kwabna Amewuga Evans wono ena abobo bibia no ayede bro ena no pa wago kensi so now yen shase dia na honorable sports minister Mama Yarga conference bi eba beto jara conference no nyame adom a Tuesday September 30 ebeto ja ewo Mervyn Pick Ambassador Hotel ya to say 9 am na ni nyina ne se dwumadi oba bedi se de be ya on betimi apakwanya fofo e de apesika e de abo sports ho ejuma awo Ghana saso e no be se corporate institution so ye be hye o mokina na fe o motimi di sika ba bewra sports no empo wasa timi aboa ama the various sports discipline no yetimi rebrand o mama na ye attractive and no ensensem no mba bedi na senti ministry no afre chief executive officers of Ghana's Club 100 companies say ba Ghana their companies are who a dikan be 100 and wafro bi CEO say o mepiem wo na chief executives of oil marketing companies chief executives of telecommunication companies of the heads of the Security Services Sports Association and assessor now for other stakeholders be to say directors of sports or the various tertiary institutions of state corporations also and a director of sports Ghana Education Service and a president of various sports federations omo Ghana ha na omo timia ba beboa na no na yenya anabo Mama Yarga sports minister yebisanse ade benti na saa adwumadi opese wudi ode nsem we tu dwamae.
Yeah, we've had discussions around why the previous ones failed. And how to correct that to make sure that the ones that we are conceiving of now don't fail. And one of the things that they told me is the weakness in the marketing and promotion of the previous lotteries. I also believe that there might be some issues with accountability. Is that okay? And so we are trying to fix those issues by providing a partnership that will address the issues of marketing and promotion. I mean, they tell me that lottery generally hinges on promotion. And if the promotion is not right, the chances of succeeding will be very, very minimal. The fortune is that National Lottery has the infrastructure already across the country. And so a partner like that makes the work very easy, and our chances of succeeding think that we should all partner to develop the lottery, because once we develop the lottery, it will go a long way to also develop the sports and the quality of the sports. And once
Neno ora mama yaga o chiche mu die ntia o GDSS adwumadie no ekoso o GDSS emre bi atwam yeteki bibi initiative bi sa na so efele ebi ana ye di no kre ebi ana de sese ye di sika ye amfanya, but this time around o de GDSS on beboa amane matimi akwanim na ye na ye ni nkopie mu 2014 Commission of Inquiry and here Brazil 2014 Ghana call participate bi e ho sansema ba enra the former coach of the Black Stars said yes it's ora kwesi apia ekopie mu o ekopie mu no de nsem tuja na no cheche mu de ahoyehia KP Boateng Kevin Prince Boateng de film watch say abrantie yi empremienu o issue the F word at the emano na ne other technical team members in the na bebre no no mo head coach no empremienu no de man yentie ora kwesi apia ne nsan hwe no.
My Lord, you know, when you have players going into a competition whereby you've selected 23, in such situation, you know, they are, you know, you need to show a big time maturity, and that's why you are called a manager, because you need to manage all these egos and, you know, respect everyone's view. But in doing so, if a player, and in this particular case, Kevin Boateng, on several occasions, you know, he was using, you know, foul words, you know, or F words in training, and most of the time I kept quiet or pretended as if I have not heard it or seen what he's doing, and
against you, directed at you or directed at other players, the no. F words.
Yeah, my Lord, he directed two to me on two different occasions. And my Lord, as to my technical team members, you know, some of them he did direct to them a lot, yeah, as well.
Just a follow-up. Do you think it's a cultural issue? Because some people are born with F words that high. It looks like high to them. You know, anything then the F word, but it's like, you know, but in our culture, it's not acceptable. But a person was born with it.
My Lord, I understand you 100%. You know, I've also lived there, and that's why I said it's always important that you respect each and every player, how, you know, his background, the way, you know, but when he overdoes it, you know, that is where I have a problem, because he started doing that and I tried to ignore him, you know, and the first one he did in front of all the players, and I kept quiet over it because that was a day before the German game, and then, you know, after the German game, you know, he did the same thing, you know, using the F word in front of all the players. Yeah, my Lord, the second time he used, you know, this word, I made him go off the training pitch, you know, and my intention of doing that is to let him know that it's not acceptable, you know, to use these words in front of everyone. For me, if it were just two of us, I would have just ignored it. But, you know, repeatedly doing the same thing in front of the younger ones, I believe is something that we cannot tolerate, or we will not allow our young players who are coming up to keep doing the same thing.
What was his problem? What was his problem when he was using those F words?
Yeah, my Lord, most of it, you know, there was one, there was a tackle. He was playing on one side of, I shared the team into two, and he was on one side of it. And then there was a tackle against his colleague, which I ignored the tackle, and then there was a shot at goal. So when the goal scored, I said, oh, good shot. And so what the f is this good shot?
We apologize.
I'm sorry I led you into
We apologize.
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
We apologize.
My Lord, I'm sorry.
All right, and we and Simon PPM or commission artists or Rakwesi appear say F word in the yeah, and I can't in how TV so Tinati or kind what that me Tanya Yan, Messiah and Penny Phone and cry share. Said your BB to me calling now. Yan to us so our commission or Rakwesi appear say, can be as so much work do. Yeah, and former assistant. We'll be to me, Intie, near to Rakwesi appear.
We'll be confident that he can, if he's in a caretaker position, he can carry out the vision that you have. You are sure that he can do that. That's in case he's given a caretaker.
My Lord, I think he's proven. The father is taking Kotoko to win the league, along the line. Then I went with him to win the gold medal in Maputo, and then he's been with me, working throughout to qualify Ghana to the World Cup and up to now. So for me, I personally believe that given the chance, he can do.
What's the relationship like between you and your deputy? What was it like?
My Lord, we started work about 2 years ago, and I've never had any problems with him.
But you also work with him on the Meteors, right?
Yeah. My Lord, we went together to the Maputo.
In fact, people don't recognize that you were the first two coaches who have won us the All-African Game gold medal. Not even Polo and Razak could do that for us. People don't recognize that, but I think the two of you achieved that. So how was the relationship,
Yeah, my Lord, we've had no problems. We almost interact almost every day, because sometimes I give him assignment to monitor some players, and you have to give me feedback on them. And, until the last game that we played against Togo, I can't.
All right, no, Rakwesi appear on my so can do a chess a quembiasu, Jumedi near the man will beat me. I feel one more feel say one in Temu Angono, one in Temu. Now, so the baby or commission or 7 tornado appear. Once you to me could pay more chess, one with GDS blasters for them, and me and one more is answer a walk up, a yes, Sikano, a delay, a appearance fee.
Did they talk about that when they got to Brazil, about this money business again?
Yeah, because my Lord, because I think they were expecting the money. So even in Brazil, they were talking about money, but there were no action. I mean, the first week.
Did you draw the coach's attention to the fact that, look, I know my boys, they are still talking about money. Did you draw the coach's attention to?
My Lord, it was clear that in camp, I mean, everybody knew what was going on about players talking about their money.
So you didn't discuss the effect of that money with the coach. You didn't think it wasn't big enough for you to talk to the coach about it.
Okay, my Lord, I think we had several meetings. I mean, myself and Mr. Akwisapia.
Good.
And we spoke about a lot of things about the money. I mean, the money and other stuff.
But you tell us, you all knew, but from your perspective, because we will track down what happened in 2006 and 2010. We'll find out very soon. But in this particular instance, did you notice that it was having an effect on the way they were thinking in terms of the money issue? Was it big on their minds?
My Lord, I think when you go to tournaments and I mean, you have certain things that you are waiting for, or you have other problems that has to be solved, and is not solved. I mean, he creates
some problem.
Yeah.
All right. No, 7 appear on so chichi mudi inti I feel say blasters nent me and perform I to also blasters the other fatal dada blasters goalkeeper Sam Radio one in team war South Africa Chippa United contract no we mean say ni sika esa so de ma no wo mo emfa ma no no gidi say wo mo ndi no kra emfa nchenti fatal dada ya no odemu edema Orlando Pirates okopie mu Chippa United Sam Radio contract no wo mo atwam now nyame ya aduma Blast Alex, any one more Cameroonian counterpart at the best so across sports stadium on Sunday 3 p.m. We are return encounter after say Ghana we need 2-1 our Cameroon now. Enra friendly beat me cause more mutimi di 8-1 against Mandela FC. You more more than on training se kwambia so na me admo kwesi ada on be register the double on the Cameroonian team. Now, Ora Osepa Moya management committee member Adom National Under 17 side the Black Stars Edin Small Betujana and some more change so say what is a Cameroon for one beche Ghana say Debbie da fie po ni akoyom say na ye fie ti there's no way ya Cameroon betimi ashe Ghana yentie ni ehwe Ora Osepa ma
shom ebe no mo ho so omobobo accusations come can kwa ashebo esi na ebufu fact in say we had a better team, we were very superior in every department of the game. It's boys in quite take on time. Can no more be brave jam war by Anhia return trip no maka say omo makra. Na nya man sa ye encourage omo so omo bra omo ben compete. Mami kan some to aso. Say who bought any FIFA organized CAF organized competition 24 hours to the match. You have to finish CAF with a list of players. Yeah. CAF I check it. I bet check it. I do grant more some 24 hours there. On bet check it. So check no so who say obi eligible to play. They will inform who country and say this player is ineligible to play because you finish a CAF 3 or 4 months ago with your MRI report, with your passport, with your all the details are CAF in here. Why would the Cameroonians then accuse us say yeah for the overage players? Omombra na Messi you be no mo ankasa.
Say pa mo se omonumra ye be no mo ankasa na nyame adno Sunday popular standing no baby flat rate 2 Ghana cedis but VIP 5 Ghana cedis na fe so wetimi akwa support the national under 17 male side Black Starlets womo edie no na yempiem ne hwe said ye EPL weekend fixtures in ACT yemfa ungram na ye said the BBS no Liverpool and Everton, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, Leicester City, Hull City, Manchester City, Man United and West Ham United, Southampton and Queen's Park Rangers na face Sunderland and Swansea. Now Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur na face West Bromwich Albion. As on Burnley at the ebeshe so the EPL match day 6 our EPL now. EPL so the La Liga so said the fixtures in City womo edu womo de so ebewerem ne hu said the BBS City La Liga fixtures in yemhwe said the and so be see etimi akọ this weekend. Elche and Celta de Vigo, Villarreal and Real Madrid, Barcelona and Granada, Atletico Madrid and Sevilla, Atletico Bilbao and Eibar, Levante and Rayo Vallecano, Sasuna Getafe and Malaga, Deportivo La Coruña, Almería, Real Sociedad Nefe, Valencia, Rafi Cordoba and Espanyol. So etimi at the Archers so now yempiebo na die munye, die de bemau, amo sampa opetatis. Open so who variations, open so say coaches airboard the Italian Serie A. And then the bro Sunday bia on Joy Sports near Adom TV. Now weekend we features now say at Roma and Hellas Verona, Atalanta and Juventus, Sassuolo and Napoli, Cesena and AC Milan, Kiev Verona and Empoli, Internazionale and Cagliari, Torino and Fiorentina, Gameway and Ibe Yamo Stadio Ennio Tardini. Torino, the Turin Giants, Womoni Fiorentina, Ebebonti. Ubengana share live on Joy Sports near Adom TV. 1 p.m. kick-off time, 12:30 pre-match analysis near the Asheso. Now, the side games Nina Etimi Abrel on a multi TV. And also, and I know Payagina, now yedi agokensi about the way and enemy say, me man can for GD Hey, Afa baby. Mafa, Jeffas and Farmer Odia, not say Odi Airboard. Jeffas weekendi weekender ntina ya meka je no wafa me se je ne fa na oje na ofa dia na odi abodment Jeffas mecha ene ye de ebo adwuma weekendi wo ba bia ye be kwa timi akọ rise and say ye de be kwa akọ adwuma be ma no de pem 1 hour odia oba white and can't you be a pepper ama ho atimi ato na fei Jeffas abo usisi timi usisi no ene ye Jeffas mecha Brony bebrene bayo, but the last man standing, Jeffas Herbal Center Drum dia be Jeffas Mitchell. Faboduma na bibia ntimi enkwari mu emfa ema. Fred 020-368-9880. Jeffas papa syphilis and gonorrhea etu ase ntempa ma bia ko bedin Eddie Adam Eje Tony Adam the first man. Kwabna Meuga Evans and a bomb me producer extraordinaire. Nyami Adma, Echina 10 to 12 noon on Sports World, live on a 94.7 FM. Say she am war, Nafi Yamchibo. Me so Sweden, nay and I abrefo or the Ahonsepe, ye barbe sepe, ye am pensim, near coefficient, and I ye the BB abone and anopa. Emma, Alabida.